We wore robe for one of our concerts, and somebody was so blessed by the robe that they wanted us to wear it for their 50th birthday. It was a new robe. We wore it, and they felt so, just because of the uniformity, it just gives this halo feeling, like especially robe,
Right? Mm-hmm.
and together, and it just somehow it authenticates your ministration one way or the other. Because even if it is a spiritual thing, the hearts of men, their soul has to be open to you, so for you to receive. That's the part of character. So just being together on the rope, there's this authentication it gives you that there's oneness, there's unity. Please, let's listen to this warm body. Hello, hello, my people. Welcome to the Choir Music Podcast. And today we have a wonderful guest. Her name is Iyanu, and we're going to be talking about the choir uniforms. And we're going to be rubbing minds and seeing why should we even have choir uniforms in the choir? Is it that important, right? Because some people are of the school of thought that if we are the ministers, why should we be constrained to choir uniforms, right? Like, what's the need? Does it add anything to the final, like the move of the spirit or the final administration itself? Or some people believe that choir uniforms unify is actually one of the characters or the core values of Christianity, oneness, ministering in oneness, and taking people's eyes away from, other things that don't matter, and putting it in the administration itself. Because once you're uniformed, it just removes the spotlight from you and puts it where it should be, which is on God. So we're going to be talking about all that. Is it necessary? Is it not necessary? Choir uniforms and all. So we'll start from the beginning. What was your first choir uniform like? Like, how did you feel when you had your first choir uniform? Like the most significant one. Like now in children's church, you might just be doing the normal thing, but when you joined that first choir and you had your first uniform, how was it? How did you feel?
If I think well about it, I wasn't really, should I say I wasn't really open to the uniform at first? Should I say it like that? Or, so the thing is, when I first joined the choir, like, because my dad moves from one church to the other, our church is not close to the house. So it's always a struggle to go for rehearsals and do all those. And sometimes I'm just coming back from school. I have most of my clothes in school. So yeah, so I was like, I tried my best, but they understood that I was a student and I was not always around. Okay, if you don't have the uniform, wear white and black. That's how we started. Wear white and
Mm,
black. Wear white and black. Wear something that looks like it. But when I started wearing uniform, I loved it. I totally loved it. I loved the idea of dressing up, being together. We even make the same like style, not just the material is the same. We sew the
absolutely,
same.
yes. I
So
totally get what you mean. How uniform can make you like a part of a community, you're part of something.
right,
You're
right.
part of that, the choir, and everybody knows, oh, she's a choir member, she's that community, that's them. It has this
Exactly.
thing that it does to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, okay, that's good to know that you transition slowly into uniform and choir things.
Yeah.
For me, I was very adverse to uniforms. My leaders from the past, they're always like, this woman, why would you, or this girl, why would you wear uniforms? I didn't like it. I didn't understand why. Because normally, no more when I wasn't a fashion person. I didn't like to dress up. And I just felt that it took away from, if we are ministering, we're singing, how does it, all this stress of thinking of what to wear, how does it add to the ministration? All the stress of spending money, how does it add to the administration? So that was my school of thought initially when I was in the choir. And so I hardly ever adhered to. I was that one person that was just giving the choir director issues about uniforms. Until go ahead, sorry. Yeah, that's fine.
I would say that initially, when I started wearing uniform, I didn't have a lot. I mean, my home church then would just wear today blue black, tomorrow white black, next tomorrow
Oh,
yellow black. So, but I saw it as a way to. I'm not someone that like to think and stress my head on what to wear. So even
mm.
till now, if I have time of free uniforms, I'm like, oh, what am I to wear? So I always love the fact that someone was thinking for me
Yeah,
church. So
absolutely, yeah.
I didn't need to stress. I'm like, it's white and black. I won't dress up too much, but it's white and black. We are wearing white and black. So I love the fact that that responsibility of thinking about what to wear on a Sunday, how to look nice, it just
Hmm.
like neutralizes all those. And yeah, so I
Absolutely.
love
It
that.
makes total sense. Yeah. What really helped me transition well was when I went to another choir and they had choir uniforms for the choir people. So it was
Mm,
easy. You have your own skirt and all that, but the shirts, it was an RCCG choir. So they had all the colors of shirts, in their like storeroom. So they will, okay, we're wearing blue shirt today. If you don't have, you can pick from the storeroom. If you don't have, you can.
wow.
So we just went and we'll pick, we'll wash when you do you wash and iron and bring back, and hang it back on there. So it was easy and I didn't have to think about it. I just had to go. I already had black bottoms, so I just had to go, and so that was what made me ease into uniforms. So it depends on the nuances of the church
Right.
and the choir and the standards they want to set. As at the
Mhm.
time in the first choir, I wasn't like ready for what they were the uniform standards that they were offering. So it just made everything hard. So that's my story. And once I transitioned into that, everybody looking the same, the uniforms were available. It wasn't taking anything from my pocket. And like you said, somebody was thinking that for me and also providing. So it was truly easy at that point. And once I got hooked, I loved uniforms, going forward from then on. Yeah, it depends on the nuances of the choir and their requirements. So sometimes if you're at the right place at the wrong time, right choir at the wrong time, your pocket no reach for the choir that you are in, it might seem like too much. So
Mhm.
probably if you're having issues, you might check those nuances to see if you adjust this, adjust that. Will it be easier for people or your members to get uniforms and be more inclined to wear your uniforms? Yeah. Also, do you think uniforms help shape the choir identity? Like, do you think it helps to shape it? And can you think of a time where a uniform really elevated your ministration? Just does it really help the choir community, the oneness of the choir?
I would say in the body of Christ, like in a church setting, there are different units, there are different departments, there are different ministries. So it is always good to see such like there is this appearance that it gives from outside, having to see people dress alike,
Mm-hmm.
dress aside the fact that you're a chorister, it shows that you are willing to serve, even if it's not, even if someone else sees you outside and they're like, oh, because of the uniform, I know I can relate to this person. So
Mm-hmm.
it's it actually strengthens the oneness in the choir. It's something like it's a way to access it's a way to gain access to people. For instance, we are, like you mentioned, we're not open to uniforms initially. If you have There are different people in the body of Christ. If you have people that are struggling in one area, are weak in one area, need assistance in one area, it's a way to gain access. It's a way to draw people closer. So if you're able to sort out, I feel like once you're able to sort out a choir uniform issue,
Mm-hmm.
there is a level of responsibility like gained. There is a level of togetherness gained. There is a kind of bond you form when everyone is saying, "Oh yes, we can be on uniform." If the choir is not a good place, no one will want to identify with you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Take for instance, you have a different identity outside, and you want me to wear the same uniform with you and stand together. Like
Mm-hmm.
they will know that we're in the same place. So
Yeah,
it's I would say choir uniform strengthens it. It does. It does strengthen oneness. It does show unity. So you also reflect how good the leadership is. Being able to,
absolutely. Yeah.
there is no now. Why would we wear this?
Mm-hmm.
It gives a picture of there is a structure, there is coordination. Yeah, there's a structure. These people are coordinated. Even Christ wants us to be organized. Like when there is everything be done in order. When there is order, you know. Yeah. And it also structures the kind of wear, decency.
Mm. Very
Decency.
important.
It keeps that in check. You get, if
Mm-hmm.
you don't even have the uniform before and you want to get a uniform, you would think twice that, okay, can I actually wear this to church?
Yeah.
So that's one other thing I like about uniform, the fact that it can streamline the kind of, oh, you can't wear this, you can't wear this, you can't wear this. If everybody
Mm-hmm.
is wearing, we're all wearing robe, that's it. You
Exactly.
get,
Yeah.
it doesn't. We don't have to deal with a lot of this is too tight. Oh, this is too free. Oh, this
Mhm.
is all of that can
Yeah,
can like
be
be out of the way once.
eliminated by uniforms.